Yes, greetings. Yeah, today it's a real sad day. Yesterday, of course. Yesterday was a really sad day to all Africans. Really sad day to all Tanzanians. Really sad day to all people who knows the struggle of an African nation, of African countries. People who are aware on what's going on this earth. Most people, they don't know, especially us, African people, they don't know what we've lost. Tanzanians, we've lost a great leader, one of a kind. Not in our lifetime, this is one of the few people who stood with principles. We've been controlled. We've been always being following whatever is been put on the plate for us. We never had critical thinking. As a people, Africans or black people in general, we've always seen leaders who never question. And I think we get comfortable with this kind of ways. But yet again, President Magufuli, President John Pombe Magufuli, the 5th Tanzanian president, he stood for something. He had principles not many have. He stood for his people. Whether you like it or not, even in your own house, you must have principles of, already there's a line anyone cannot cross. And the other side of the world will never clap hands to any such person, especially, the oppressor. The oppressor will never want to hear any of your thoughts, any of your ideas, any of what you believe. They want you to be following whatever is being put on place. President Magufuli is the only president in between 2020 to up to now who stood for what he believed. And this is a great loss to all the continent. As a Tanzanian myself, I'm hurt losing this great man, because I know for the fact I've seen 3 presidents in my lifetime. I'll say 3 or 4 presidents to be exact in my lifetime, because when Nyerere was a president, I was not, with my brain, I was a baby. I never experienced, but this president of Tanzania, he was the only president who made everything easy. As an investor, even if you invest, small investors, it was open field for anyone to grow. But yet again, Africans, they don't pay attention to what is going on. They continue to worship. They continue to follow what is good for the few. Corrupt minds, corrupt souls, selfish souls are continuing to rule the people. But Magufuli, I used to go to the offices, governments, they were strict. They knew their position because Magufuli implemented the system of work hard, respect. Even if the salesman who's just on the street, the vendors, they're allowed to go around everywhere. You go to Cocoa Beach, you see people selling stuff freely. I'm just sad. It's a sad time to the continent, to Africa continent, or in general to Tanzania. we don't know what we've lost. I've seen it in my eyes, in my naked eye, that leader who had vision. I'll call him a visionarian. The guy who wanted to implement something different from the continent. We are not used to this. And over the years, the same thing happened to our great leaders. Same thing. Whether you stand, once you stand for the people, they don't want you. They just want you to stand for their side, their benefit, what they can gain. You know, you need to know. Continent of Africa is feeding the world. Continent of Africa, without some of his minerals, some of his riches, other countries will never survive without them. So, if you trying to awaken people, they will never allow you. And this is what is happening. And you have people from the continent or from Tanzania trying to say this guy, he wasn't a great leader. Yet along, some of them, they don't even know what is happening. Who is a great leader? You know, a great leader is supposed to be for his people. A great leader. The meaning of a great leader is for his people, who sacrifice and to having principles of believing what he is implementing for the people. Yet along, Africans being too slow thinkers and being controlled from religion side up to media side, following up the news and have the puppets to talk whatever they think is right. Why we allow this? I'm saddened. This is a sad time, and it shows clearly it's hard for our country, our continent, as a people to rise, because we don't know the value of the person we had. Tanzania tumepoteza mwana harakati halisi, a person who had goals for the nation. You know, nobody's perfect. No one is perfect. We need to remember this. But look at the details. Look at the principles. Look at what the person stood for. We should not just always say yes. You gotta question things. You gotta have critical mind. You are allowed, as a nation, as a person. You need to have your own thinking. Not always to say yes, that means that's a great person. No. You are allowed to say no, Africans, black people. And I would love to see leaders who follow up these ways of thinking. Not to say only yes, question things. You are allowed to stand for something. Just like the way there's a say, if you don't stand for something, you fall for everything. So Africans, we who are left behind, we need to stand for something. In life, you will die anyway. We're all gonna die. But a man who stands for something, he will have lots of respect. And also, even, it doesn't matter. To die, you die. So we gotta stand for something. And Africa, we have lost a great leader. I've seen the development in Tanzania. The man stood for something, and he was doing it, not just talking. We've seen leaders who was just partying, buying expensive clothes, traveling everywhere. Leaders who was selfish, looking after their kids, having big contracts, making all major contracts. I got friends who just a small businessmen, they get contracts just as long as this guy was giving contracts. It could be in, any contract you could get as long as you got the tools to do it. And construction works. People had contracts. Straight. It was an open field for anyone with a mind. I myself, I was leaving this Babylon just to go and try to be involved with this system, because I love the system in Tanzania, to tell you the truth. I've never had a doubt But now I'm thinking, who's next? Who can carry on this flag? This torch is so powerful. Who can stand for something? Who has guts to follow the suit of John Pombe Magufuli? And also, I just want to finish it up and wrap it up. It's a question of Africans. Don't be scared. You will die anyway. If you have a question, ask. If you think it's not right, question it. Critical thinking. Have an open mind. Don't be always to say yes. Anything comes from the West is the right way. Magufuli, I respect you. May your soul rest in peace. You are one of the only president coming from the continent, or Tanzania to be exact, who I respect. And I would love to follow your suit in the way, in my own personal life. It doesn't matter, you need to do your part in your own life. Not just to be, you need to be a leader to follow suit. Stand for something, Africans. Don't be followers. Think, critical thinkers. Anyway, pigo kwa taifa. Thank you very much. And God bless Africa. God bless Tanzania. Peace. Bye.